My name is Sheila Corona. Welcome to another edition of Handbook for the New Paradigm, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. We are on Volume 2, Embracing the Rainbow, session number 42. And for those of you who are following along with me, that is page number 245. The approaching period of chaos has been mentioned in the previous messages. What this process might look like in detail has not been discussed. It is difficult to do this since what manifests and to what degree will be determined by the acceptance or rejection of the new paradigm concept and by who and how many. In order to delve into this area, it is necessary to consider that these messages are for the express purpose of empowering humanity to transcend, move through the current and approaching events to a new level of existence. This cannot be done if the attention is focused on the events that are now and will increasingly surround each and all. Fear is so ingrained in the psyche of Earth's inhabitants that it takes little to trigger it. It is not the purpose of these messages to engender fear, as it is a mighty tool for disempowerment. Understanding why, quote, God allows this branch of humanity to suffer is impossible to understand without encompassing the workings of the law of attraction. Victim/oppressor consciousness is two sides of the same coin, existing at the lower scale of the vibratory range of manifested life experience. The magnetic attraction of the two is extremely strong. As the evolving consciousness strives to experience knowledge into wisdom, it returns again and again to achieve freedom from this particular trap. The range of experience traverses between the two modes of expression. Each has experienced both within various levels. The planetary mass consciousness not only contains this mode of experience, but also indeed attracts it from other solar systems within the galactic whole. Thus, Earth indeed has outsiders contributing to this current era of experience. The time span of outside involvement of what you call extraterrestrials, when read within a sequential scenario, has been thousands of years. It has been for a long enough period that some of those extraterrestrials have evolved beyond that mode of experience and are now committed to correcting the results of their previous involvement with the people of Earth. And I want to stop right there and say that is exactly what the Jeshua channelings talk about. And I can't remember if they are on this channel or not because, I recorded those last year. So I don't know exactly where those are, but they will be appearing on New Light Streaming Love. If they're not here, they will be shortly because I've got to get those back uploaded. I believe that they are on the Conscious Conversation Central Rumble channel. And that is exactly what, and it's almost word for word there, except that Jeshua says that those who were involved, and I know that I'm one of them, those that were involved in the original tinkering with humanity's DNA and taking this all off track, the only way to fix it has now been to incarnate into this and move from that place. So that's very interesting that come up. I'm going to read that again. The time span of outside involvement of what you call extraterrestrials, when read within a sequential scenario, has been thousands of years. It has been for a long enough period that some of those extraterrestrials have evolved beyond that mode of experience and are now committed to correcting the results of their previous involvement with the people of Earth. Inasmuch as they have transcended the victim/oppressor mode, it is within their wisdom to aid humanity if humanity will only accept the help available. It is therefore with trepidation that the planned scenarios of the remaining oppressors/enslavers are mentioned within this focus. Since much material is available on these subjects, it is up to the individuals to review the information available on radio talk shows, their websites, books, magazines, newspapers, and various conference/conventions that are available. I'd like to take a moment here and note that it doesn't say necessarily the internet, it just says websites. It is extremely important that the shocking information available from these sources will be processed through the individual's awareness. To remain stuck in the trauma of this knowledge will be fatal not only to the individual, but to the new paradigm project. The new paradigm is the only available pathway with success possibilities through this dilemma. Making such preparations as are appropriate for these possibilities is the most logical approach, rather than simply continuing to process the information in panic and trauma. Promptly making simple, appropriate plans and preparations through logical thought by listing and completing the suitable steps to be accomplished will not only relieve the trauma, but will bring forth the empowerment that transcends the feelings of victimhood these events were designed to engender. The law of attraction works. That the USA and other countries have supported the attacks on the Muslim countries of the Arabs and others draws the likelihood of the similar experience of being attacked. Boy, that's kind of interesting given what's going on right now, too. The media has given all forms of illogical reasons for these attacks that were not officially sanctioned by the elected representatives, but were allowed with their consent and the foolish consent of the people as a whole. Discernment was left to representatives whose influence is peddled and coerced into compliance. To cry, quote, I/we didn't know means nothing to the dead, dying, and miserable people experiencing the situation that has been foisted on them. They are the victims, and you foolish ones are the perpetrators by default, and must, by the law of attraction, receive your just due. It will not be pleasant. What can you do to change it? Change your mind and withdraw your consent to these actions within your own consciousness. Open your eyes and ears to the deceptions that surround you and vow to create a new experience for all living on this planet. There is only one race on this planet, the human race. The varieties in appearance and belief systems are, quote, no things. The extraterrestrials are visitors who have no desire to live here, only to enjoy the adventure of continuing your enslavement. They are fully aware that the planet cannot long endure the overpopulation that they have encouraged, so that they could play at their war games and perfect their tools of annihilation. To them, humanity and Earth are like the virtual reality games your children in large and small bodies play. It is long past time to wake up and grow up into your responsibility to end their game. Welcome to the real world that now surrounds you and is about to overwhelm you unless you act now. Well, that's the end of number 42, and I'll be right back with number 43. Till we meet again, be well, my friends.